Today we're continuing the concept of hermeneutics, that is the interpretation of Scripture. And the example that I want to discuss today has to do with the day of worship. As you may remember, one of the 10 Commandments, and so it's pretty important, is to keep the Sabbath day holy. Now the Sabbath is Saturday, so there's no getting around that. But traditionally the church has worshiped on Sunday. Although I remember when I was a teenager and the Catholic Church was going to Saturday night Mass, all the Protestant churches thought they were just crazy and thought it was terrible and unbiblical. And now many churches are doing that. So how do we have that freedom to go back and forth? Well, again, the principle is what we see the early church doing, what the apostles did. In Acts 20, verse 7, we find that the early church met on the first day of the week to break bread. That is to have fellowship and to have the Lord's Supper. In 1 Corinthians 16:2, Paul says to gather on the first day, or at least to, on the first day, bring your offerings so that it could be passed on to the people at that time that were experiencing the famine. Now, the first day of the week, it would be Sunday, because Sabbath was Saturday, Sunday was the first day of the week. It was the first work day, because that was a work day for the Jewish people within that culture and even the Greeks. So we also then find that on Revelation 1:10, John says, on the Lord's day, I was in the Spirit. He was worshiping in the Lord's day, and that would have been Sunday. Why? Because that's the day Jesus resurrected from the dead. And so the early church transitioned from the Sabbath to Sunday to being a holy day, even though it was work day. And so many early Christians did worship on Saturday night, because according to Jewish time, that was the first day of the week, started in the evening, went to the next evening. And they would worship early in the morning on Sunday and then go to work. But Paul says something very interesting in Romans 14:5. He says, one man considers one day more sacred than another, considers another day all alike. Each one should be fully convinced in his own mind. So Paul is basically saying here is, you see, one day is holy, another day is not. If you want to celebrate Christmas or not, or Easter or not, if it's the Lord's Day or not, it really doesn't matter what day you worship on as long as you worship the Lord. Some of our groups in Refinery Anywhere may be gathering together on Tuesday night, and worship on Tuesday night is just as valid as Saturday night or Sunday morning. The whole point is to worship the Lord. And so we've done this for convenience sake because of culture, Sunday being the day, but now we've added Saturday, we can add Tuesday. Whatever you do, to do so with your own mind and your own heart, living and worshiping to the Lord.